crypto.
Hey, this is the Underground Crypto back at it again, where I talk about the untalked about cryptos. And what we talking about? Stellar going to the top. Stellar's going to the moon. And to promote the launch of this channel, we are giving away 500 XLM tokens. All you got to do to enter is subscribe to this channel, smash that like button. When we get to over 1,000 subscribers, 500 XLM tokens given away. You could be that lucky one. And so today is I'm in the garage again, and no trick or treat. It's Halloween right now, and it reminds me of a former life of mine. Former life. Let me pull it up here. I was the Reaperman back then. You know, we had some good times here. It was wild. We used to be at New York Comic Con. Crowds would go crazy. So many pictures, comic books, and everything like that. This brings back good memories. Reaperman right there, former life. All right, so we're gonna dive into it today, and today we talking about Stellar and the events going on. Stellar got a lot of events happening in the next 24 hours and days on. So we're going to talk about that today. All right, so let's kick it off by looking at the cryptocurrency market here. And we could see Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin still going crazy. It's trying to hit that 14,000, I think. Right? 0.97, almost at 14,000. Right? XRP at 24 cents, so it finally leaped up. Let's look at our XLM. Stellar, where is it at? Almost at 8 cents, so we climbing almost 1% on the day, right? One thing I'm seeing right now is we moved above the 400 billion crypto market cap. So this is key right here, because it was in the 300s for a while. So this is key. Once we get to that trillion, boy, millionaires being made. Are you going to be a millionaire? Fill up your bag. Reminder, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, not yet. This is for entertainment purposes only. Still fill up your bags. All right, so we're going to dive into it. So we're going to look at some of the events happening right now. One is the Lab Fund. This one's very intriguing. I'm going to play a clip that's going to explain what the Lab Fund is right now.
System at the Stellar Development Foundation, and I'm here to urge you to go vote. Vote in the Stellar Community Lab Fund. The Stellar Community Fund is a grants program that gives people all over the world a chance to kickstart their Stellar-based projects, and it gives you, the Stellar community, the opportunity to vote on which projects deserve Lumen Awards. The Lab Fund is there to inspire experimental use cases and open source software, documentation, events, real-world stress tests, that kind of thing. And there are now 9 finalists. You can vote for which ones you like by going to communityfund.stellar.org, clicking Lab Fund, and then logging in. You'll be able to give thumbs up and thumbs down on whether you like projects, and the prize pool of 500,000 lumens will be allocated based on your votes. So, again, go to communityfund.stellar.org, click on Lab Fund, log in, and vote. This is a really great chance to sort of demonstrate what you care about, to show your passion, to participate in democracy, and to connect with a whole thriving world of new projects and people building on Stellar. So I really urge you, go vote.
All right, so we got the big election coming up, but Stellar also got an election going on as well with this Lab Fund. So you can see right here, 21 hours remaining right here for you to do your Lab Fund vote. And we can look at some of the projects here. They look pretty cool. Lumen Swap, Blockify, Relax. So some good stuff here. So go check it out, communityfund.stellar.org. And cast your vote. Let me know what you think in the comments below with some of these when you check it out as well. All right, so the next event they got going on right now is a hackathon. I didn't know they had this going on, but this is pretty cool right here. So this is from October 28th through November 8th. So this is all virtual. This is part of the Meridian summit that they got going on here. So what this is about, as part of this year's Meridian, the free virtual Stellar blockchain conference, the Stellar Development Foundation is sponsoring a hackathon that challenges old hands and newcomers alike to build something showcasing at least one of Stella's new features. So this is awesome right here. Stella continues to build on top of their already existing infrastructure. So Stella is just gonna be it's going to the moon straight up. So we can see here, in addition to 12,000 worth of XLM in prizes, contestants will compete for bragging rights. So everyone's giving away XLMs. Right now it's cheap, so people are giving it away. Stella's giving it away. I'm giving 500 away. But once next year, I'm not sure. People will be hodling at that point. But we can see some of the new features here that they added. Right? So fee bumps, which allow an account to cover another's account transaction fees. Sponsored reserves, which allow an account to cover Lumen reserves for another account. Claimable balances, which allow an account to create a balance of any asset and to designate another account to claim it. And fine-grained asset authorization, which make it easier to issue regulated assets on Stellar. So Stellar's is doing its thing. My goodness. We going to the top. All right, so the next event they got going on, this is the Meridian 2020. So this is the big summit they got going on. I remember when Cardano had their summit back in, I think it was close to the summertime. I think the price pumped a little bit from that. They had a lot of big names on there, and a lot of things were talked about. So this is from November 16th through the 20th. So you could go to meridian.stella.org to register. I did. So it looks pretty exciting. They have a great panel set up there and everything. So this is going to be really exciting. Really exciting. So we can see some of the featured speakers here. Reid Hoffman, co-founder of LinkedIn. Right, so that's big. Sir Tim Berners-Lee, inventor of the World Wide Web. I thought he was on the Cardano summit as well. I remember seeing him as a speaker. So he's probably just making the rounds and everything like that. Making the rounds. Not sure if he's getting paid or what. Jim Young Kim, vice chairman and partner at Global Infrastructure Partners. So big name. Sheila Warren, Danelle Dixon, CEO of Stella. And I don't see Jeb McCaleb here, but I'm sure he's there. So he's going to be doing this thing as well. So reminder, just sign up, for check out the events that's coming up. And one thing before we wrap up, there was the International Monetary Fund that happened on October 19th. And I want to know your thoughts on this. We go ahead, Danelle Dixon, she's going to speak on it from a Stella standpoint. And I'm going to play this video. And let me know what you think. Let's play it right now.
The payments, a new beginning. Danelle is the CEO of Stella Foundation. She was the COO of Mozilla before that. Stella, of course, is a open source platform, and it's a fantastic world out there. She will introduce to us how Stella works.
Two things that I think are really important. The discussion that was just had a few moments ago about not likening this to the internet, being careful of permissionless networks. We have to remember that you're comparing this to Libra, which is a very different thing than what we're trying to focus on. Permissionless networks are the infrastructure layer that allows entities to build on top of them and to innovate and to create awesome ideas and to create products that are going to solve these problems that folks have all over the world, and they're going to solve financial inclusion because you can do it on your phone. You can make it so that people don't have to have bank accounts, and you can do it in 3 to 5 seconds. The comparison with the internet is that infrastructure layer, that technology layer. The notion that the AML and all of the different regulations need to apply here is absolutely agreed upon. And those financial institutions that touch fiat on the edges are the ones that are regulated by all of the different geographies. So we cannot forget that is the important piece of this. That is what creates the interoperability. That is what makes it so that this all works seamlessly. That is what makes it so that I could send Renee a payment to Germany and to do that in 3 to 5 seconds, and to still use the existing financial infrastructure, but to use these new rails which make it faster, seamless and usable for the developers and the end users. So that's just an important point I want everyone to know. Governments are exceptionally good at regulating fiat. We still want them to. Thank you.
Danelle Dixon. So I want to know your thoughts on that and everything like that. XLM, the sleeping giant. If you don't know, now you know. So that's a wrap. This is the Underground Crypto. Thanks a ton for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Smash up that like button to be entered in the 500 XLM giveaway. Stand clear of the closing doors. The next stop for Stellar is the moon. Let's get it.
We don't have that much competition. They would use Stellar to make their payments faster.